Hello and welcome to my monologue today. Before I start, I just want to again say thanks for everybody who's donating to the channel. It's very kind of you to keep this channel going. Seems very important to a lot of people, so I'm very thrilled that you do help out. And I've been away, actually. I'm going to talk a little bit about that in the monologue. But because I've been away, of course, if I go away for a couple of days, the amount of emails that come in for me to then answer when I'm back, along with everything else, and trying to write my book and various other things that one has to do. It may mean that although I'll read the email, I may not get a chance to reply. So I apologise for that. And the other thing is that people do seem to treat me as an agony aunt and say I've got all these problems and what can I do? Or you had a guest on 18 months ago who was, had grey hair and a pink jacket. And I think to myself, I can't remember who that is. It's sometimes very difficult to answer some of the emails that come in, but I do appreciate them. Particularly interested in those emails that have got interesting stories on a web page rather than a video. People still send me videos, I just don't get time to watch them all. Anyway, that said, I want to say, been away, went up to Buxton to the Freedom Hub up there in the Peak District, had a fantastic time, met some lovely people. Thank you so much to everybody who was there and who came along. And the talk that I gave there was very light-hearted, and actually it went down really, really well. I have to say, I did come off on the spare of the moment with some very crazy jokes, which I appreciate the audience laughing at, which was very kind. And it reminded me that we do need to have an upbeat, fun approach. We need to be able to laugh at the problems of the world. You know, we need to be able to step back from them instead of being immersed in them and finding everything so grim and terrible and then getting so down and in fear about what's going to happen. Of course, we need to be concerned. I'm not saying that it's frivolous and we just say, oh, there's nothing going on here. I'm not saying that at all. But we can very easily get so entrenched in that fear. Now, I know this is a message that I'll say many, many times. I've said many times before. And sometimes it is a question of repeating the message. I mean, after all, advertising continually drips the message for certain products. And you'll see the same message time and time again because it's reinforcing. It's using a sort of hypnotic spell telling you to go out and buy this particular project. But I also think that it is a useful way, this drip, drip message, is to remind people, and often we do need to be reminded, that things, while maybe appear bad, it doesn't mean to say that we have to live in fear about them. We're living in the moment. We're living right this second, and we decide what our thoughts are. We decide how we want to be, what our emotional state is. We decide if we're going to be happy. We can look at things and we may have sympathy with those things, but we decide. But very often the dark forces or those people who would like to sort of control us or the mainstream media will throw this stuff up with the intent to get you down and in low vibrational states, feeling fear, feeling miserable, worrying about things. But if you're worrying about things and at the moment, in the now, there's nothing you can do about it, then why worry? Why keep that continually going around in the mind? I mean, unless you can say, okay, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to think, what can I make a list? What can I actually do about this particular situation? And if you have written down and then you've got an action plan, all well and good, you can get through them. But if there's nothing else to do about it, then we can go, well, I'll have to worry about this talk I've got to give tomorrow, or this whatever it is I've got to do in 3 weeks' time, or this court case I've got to turn up, or whatever it is. You know, let's not worry about it now, because our state of mind very often can change the outcome going forward. And also it makes us healthier. Laughing is such a good thing. Laughing at things, observing the beauty of the world, keeping our vibrations high, as they say, instead of continually searching out, as I know from people who send me stuff, continually searching out negative stuff. Oh no, God, look at this. Richard, have a look at this. And this is a dead cert that we're all doomed. And It's like, well, if you're going to do that, I am sure that that is possibly for that particular individual a way that you are doomed. But the rest of us, we all live in our own little universes. We all live in our own little worlds. Our perception is so different. And when these worrying things come in, it is just good policy, I think, to laugh, to raise yourself up. What is the worst that can happen? Say to yourself, they can't actually kill us. You know, they can kill the physical body, but the soul does not die. The soul goes on. And when you know that, everything else, and you realise, hang on, this is just a game. We're just in a simulation. This is a game. This is a bit of fun. Let's have some fun with it. Let's be a bit cheeky. When the bailiffs come knocking on the door or the people on the phone ring up and demand things, we don't have to be serious to them. There's no rule in this world that says you must be serious back to these serious bods. You know, when they come up and they say, excuse me, I'd like to talk to you about this. Oh, really? Really? You'd like to talk to me? Have you got an appointment? Do you know that I'm recording this conversation and anything you say will be charged at £50 a word, so you better reduce the amount of words you go. Have a bit of fun. I used to do that with the scammers that would ring in. I would have various little ideas. So somebody would ring in, you know, in the old days when they used to ring up and say, we're in the area doing double glazed windows. How many windows would you like? And I would say, none. I haven't got any windows. I don't live in a place with windows. Or I would say things like, I'm down a hole. I'm about to defuse a bomb at this very moment. I don't know how you got my number, but I've got a red wire and a blue wire. Maybe you could help me. Which one should I click? Snip, you know. But if the line goes dead, it was the wrong wire. And of course they go, oh, crikey. Have fun. Take the mickey, take the piss, have a bit of a laugh. Don't be rude. Obviously, don't be rude to people, but just have some fun. You know, people want to keep you in a very serious state of mind, don't you? They want to keep you in fear. They want to keep, hello, I'm from the council, we're doing this. And it's like, well, we don't have to join them in that. We can just laugh at them. Have a laugh. Enjoy life. I mean, we are here, it seems to me, that we are here to enjoy life, not to suffer. And yet we do a lot of the suffering ourselves. We do it, we put it on, we go, oh God, I'm going to worry about this. Like, oh, okay, it's a bill, whatever. I can't pay it at the moment, so I'm going to put it out of my mind and put it over there. Doesn't mean to say that we don't address these things. I'm not saying that we just sort of carte blanche get rid of things by just not addressing them. But we don't have to address them with the worry. We can actually remember, yeah, no, I'm here to have fun. I'm here to enjoy myself. I'm here to be creative. I'm here for not your reasons, Mr. Serious bloke with the bailiffs thing and all the police around you, but I'm here to have a bit of a laugh and enjoy myself, and you're not going to ruin it for me. And that's the thing that I think that is worth doing. There are so many problems in the world, and I don't think all of the things that we look at are actually true, you know, or that they work out. For example, here's an example. How many of the YouTube videos, the thumbnails where they've gone, oh my God, look what's happening, has actually come to pass? We're being told that the money system is going to collapse any minute. Well, we were told that a year or two ago, and it still hasn't happened. And yet we've been worried about, oh my God, what am I going to do? We've been told that we're going to have another lockdown, you know, over the last 3-4 years, or that bird flu was going to come in, or monkeypox was going to come in, or whatever it was. You know, all these different things. They're planning. And it's this, oh no, we were told about the alien invasion, weren't we? They were all going to come flying around. Project Bluebeam was going to, and then you think, actually, how many of these has happened? Now, I'm not saying that they won't happen. All I'm saying is they haven't as yet happened, so why the hell are we worrying about it? Oh, God, Plodger, all the aliens are coming. They're going to destroy us and gobble up our heads and suck our brains out of our ears. It's going to be terrible. Well, until they are actually here sucking your brains out of your ears, why worry about it? That's all I'm saying, is we should enjoy it. At the moment down here on the south coast of England, let me tell you that the sun is shining. And when the sun is shining, we should get out in it and rejoice, because that's a good reason to be happy. For somewhere, I mean, now, it may be that over your particular neighbourhood, yes, the chemtrails are coming, but even so, I think also if we get out and we go, okay, chemtrails, go! We're going to use mind power. Even if you don't believe it, why not set the intention to go, 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 have a bit of fun with it, do a sort of sun dance. Raising our spirits, keeping ourselves high is what the dark forces don't want us to be. The government doesn't want us to be happy. They, for all their sort of rhetoric, they don't want us to be happy. And the best thing we can do is to be laughing at them. After all, you know what it's like in a classroom, isn't it? If the teacher is trying to teach a class and everyone's just laughing at what he says, he loses his authority. We should laugh at these people in authority. Oh yeah, you're going to do that, are you? Oh yeah, you and whose army, mate? Because there's more of us than there are of you. And actually, we have a special magic energy, which is that positive vibrations, and we can dispel the negative ones. The light will always get rid of the dark, and we should remember that. We are alive to have fun. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next one.